Hello, Good Shepherd friends and family. It's St. Patrick's Day. We haven't seen you for about a month, so there's lots to show you. So let's take a look now. The front, you can see more of the front has been finished. They're finishing the support posts. Painting has been started. The wood finish of the vault is done. Some of the wall sconces, lighting is up. I drove by here the other night. It is stunning. The lighting that will keep our building secure is really wonderful. So if you're out and about at night, take a swing by. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Let's go on inside. I should mention I'm here with Brian Schweitzer, who's back from a sojourn of his own.
Hello.
So here we go. Here we are in the narthex. The biggest thing is that we have carpet. Lots and lots of carpet. The darker there is the walk-on mat. We'll soak up some of our wet feet. And then here's the carpet. We're going to head down the hallway into the parish hall. Right here on the left, our family restroom. Tile floor has been put down. Next door, the nursery here. The vinyl flooring is still laid out, acclimating so that it won't wrinkle when it's finally installed. And as you must have just noticed, the automatic lights pop on when we walk in.
Smells like a new car in here, Brian.
Welcome to the parish hall.
Bright and
The
spacious.
pews are in here because the sanctuary is being carpeted. But if you'll notice, the lighting has been installed. Our vaulted ceiling has all its new lights in.
In addition to all the beautiful natural light.
Okay, let's take a walk across the parish hall. Our chair storage room right now is our kitchen storage room because in these big crates and boxes you'll see are our kitchen appliances. They've been delivered, just waiting for the time when they can be installed.
Next week or so, right?
Hopefully. Our sexton's closet, still a staging area for a lot of the construction equipment. Outside access for fire safety personnel. And here we have the chapel. It too has its lighting completed. It's been painted, it's been carpeted, and the wood fixtures you see on the floor are the parts that's going to be our new sound booth in the sanctuary that Don Weir is constructing. It's being held in here while they're carpeting the sanctuary, which we'll see shortly. Big bright windows, wonderful lights. And here we have our swinging kitchen door.
Woohoo!
Not just one, but over here, door number 2.
All right.
And you can see we're still waiting for some things to be done in the kitchen before we can get the installation of things going on in here. But we have over here to the right, this is the alcove for all the dirty dishes and the dishwasher and the cleaning. Along this wall here, we'll have our refrigerator and freezer. Underneath the window, 3-basin sink. And along this side will be storage cabinetry, ovens, gas stovetop, more storage, hand washing sink. Along this window will be our serving counter, stainless steel out into the parish hall. And don't let me forget the main feature in the very middle of our room. a great big center island food preparation table. Has its own back door and even a window to the outside. Two things that the old kitchen didn't have.
Along with extra room.
Along with lots of extra room. Here we have the service window for the dirty dishes and things to go back in to be washed. Here's the entrance up to the Montessori school, waiting for their new door to come in. Some of the changes that have taken place in here. This room has become a workroom for the Montessori school, a place to keep a lot of their supplies they don't need on a daily basis, and a place for teachers to come in and do preparation work. You come around the corner, where it used to be our walkway into the nursery. Because the kitchen's on the other side of this wall, they now have a new closet for more storage. Here's the Montessori school office. And for those of you who had been in here before, the office used to stop right about here. It's gained about 4 feet of space this way, so quite a lot of room for more desks and a little bit more spaciousness, so when our director is visiting with people, a little more comfortable, a little more relaxed feeling. And then, of course, the refurbished restroom. New flooring, new wainscoting, new toilets, new paint. We'll thread our way through the parish hall here and head over to the sanctuary. Before we get there, if you look up in the center there, you can see a fixture. That's where we'll mount a television for display during presentations and Sunday school classes and other presentations and things like that. Our former exit to the outside has become a nice big storage closet, particularly for our outside groups that might be using the sanctuary and or the parish hall from time to time. We'll have our computers set up to control the presentation right here in this little area. And then, once again, just the spaciousness and symmetry of our new space. By the next time we film, the pews should be in the sanctuary. We can really get a feel for the openness of this room. Coming through the collapsing wall door into the sanctuary, you can see the sanctuary now has carpeting. The yellow tape you see on the floor is to remind us where the bolts are that will hold the pews in place.
Call out the trip hazards.
Yep. Everything's been repainted all the way up to the ceiling. The fire sprinklers have been painted to blend in. They're almost unnoticeable unless you specifically look up and intentionally take a gander at those. A project between the maintenance team and the Altar Guild was to remove the light fixtures, get them washed and cleaned up and remounted. It was no easy feat, and Earl Ellis has become an aficionado on the hydraulic lift, but we got it done. Watch your step. One of the next things that's going to happen here in the sanctuary is that the altar area will be finished next. There's some work they have to do with the audio underneath the floor, so that's why you don't see carpeting in here just yet. And there has to be some supportive plywood put down underneath the carpeting before the carpeting goes in. But that's coming up really soon. But you can see our cross is still there, our wall is still there. But everything else fresh, clean, and sparkling. Good old wrapped up grand piano. Gotten to watch everything over this last year from right here. We're going to walk up what will be the side aisle. And right here on the floor you can see this is the base for the sound booth that I mentioned earlier that Don Weir is constructing. Here's the base for it, it'll be right here. The operator can sit right here. Control, lights, sound, cameras, you name it, right here. They've worked really hard to make sure all this wiring is going to do exactly what we need it to do. We're out in the south hallway now, and if you look down here, you can see it too has been carpeted. When the cabinetry comes in, we will have cabinets, a place for hanging clothes here. This side in here will all be cabinet space for whatever we need. Things like if we have a project like Babies in Need, there'll be a cabinet here where the people can drum in and drop it. It'll be right here, close to the entrance, but not out in the middle of the narthex. Some more work's been done here in the office. Bright lights, windows, paint. When all is said and done, this will be a slider window so that the person, volunteer sitting here, can just open and greet the public right here. Don't have to squeeze into our old little office. Plenty of lighting, plenty of visual to the street. Right now, this is serving as construction headquarters, but eventually it will be our administrative assistant's office. Jennifer Myers-Power, Ann Brown will be in this room. Pocket door separating those two. But here we have a regular door into the hallway. Right here, this is again going to be our copy room.
I love coffee.
Copy.
Oh.
Sorry. Copy room. Copying. Our copy machine will be on this wall. This wall to this side over here will be all cabinets and workspace. Be very roomy, very efficient, and very close to the office. Here's our conference room, corner room with lots of windows, lots of light. Here's Father Tom, our pastor's office.
Nice and bright looking south.
Our second office and perhaps meeting room for the time being, and our outreach office over here. Ceilings in, light fixtures in, painted. Carpeting is next. Well, we have just a little bit more to go. Stay with us. New hallway carpeting just laid today. Stepping over the glue. Now let's take a look at the restrooms. They've been finished, the painting has been done, the partitions are up, men's restroom. Soon the countertop and the sinks will be delivered. And on this side, the women's restroom, waiting for their 4 sinks, countertop. And their partitions for their 6 stalls. Last but not least, as we head out the hallway towards the youth building, here we have the music room, which continues to be a holding pattern for the doors that still need to be installed and some other equipment, and our sacristy over on this side. With its area for acolyte robes, its new entry into the sanctuary, and back there is the room for the vestments and other storage. So Brian, hopefully in a couple of weeks we will be showing you everybody some of the cabinetry that's going to go in, if not all of it by then, and hopefully all the carpeting's done, and then we'll see where we have to go from there. So thank you for watching today. Stay tuned, stay safe, and stay in the Lord.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.